Alright, so this is the Reman engine. Now this is a 350, not a 295. For $75 more you can put the bigger engine in your car. Okay, so go through it. Put a lot of your parts like this on it if they're okay on it, or paint it. You know, these are bench run. I know that for a fact from Markham, right? So he's the best bang for the buck out on the market right now, and he's the guy that's doing them for easygoing club car anyway in Georgia. So Anyway. So, I didn't want to do a whole bunch of talking in this video because that's just kind of dry content. I never put anything on them. When you put these back together, check these and make sure they're not cracked. So if you have an obvious crack, I mean, you're going to have an air leak. So, take a second, wipe it off and just check it. Right? And these gaskets, they come with it whenever you get the reman, right? So this would be for on your air box, and then of course this would be your exhaust gasket. Now we're gonna put the clutch on it out here because in an easy go you can't get the clutch on whenever they're apart like that. Okay, so, but I'm going to show you how to service one of these clutches while you have it out. Okay, look at all the dirt in it. You see it? This is a big thing people don't really usually do with easy goes. But the thing is, see, this won't move. So in reality, you had to take this all apart. This should be threaded on here, and you had to take this all apart. But the reason we wanted to take it apart is now, here's what you do with these when you put them back together. So, most people would just most people would just stick it down on there and turn it to the easiest one, right? So, if you look at this spring, you can actually wind it, you see it? So, when you put this on, you want to turn it counterclockwise on one of these. Give it about that much. And what that'll do is, it'll change the gearing on your car. But you got to be careful because you can go a half a hole too far. Does that make sense? So like we're a half a hole too far right now. So we need to be well, I guess before I start flapping my gums, the biggest thing is to make sure that this blade here is lined up before I start yaw jacking. So make sure this is on there first, then put your top on. Alright, make sure you're down in there. Right? And then give it about, I don't know, half a turn or something. That's too tight. About like that. Now back to what I was saying, what this should do is interchange the gearing on your cart. Alright, and you just see how much faster that clutch comes out now. Now, if you remember, we had all that grease that we shoved in that to get that apart, right? So we still gotta get all that out of there. Well, not really, but you gotta get a lot of it out of there, because the clutch won't get tight on it. Right, now we're gonna put it back in there, but we have an issue with this, which just happens a lot on them. Right? See how that got down in the belt? Because the tension was wrong on it, which we're gonna fix that, but I'll show you how to fix that, or how I fix it after I fix it. About 1.5 quarts is what these hold. You don't want to overfill them too much. Tiny bit maybe, but not very much. Perfect. You don't want that completely tight because you got to put that. You got to remember, you got to be able to move it around down there to put the skid plate on, friends. So, and I've been down that road before where I have gotten my cart ahead of the horse on these easy goes. But while you're down there, you need to tighten these two back ones. So I'm going to do that and turn the camera off and then turn it back on after I put the skid plate on. Alright, so we've skipped a couple steps there, but that was kind of intentionally because it's just kind of dry, to be honest with you. Now, the biggest thing you gotta remember when you put this together is the nut always goes on that side. Because if you don't, it'll never stay tight. Alright. And then of course, you're gonna get your ground, and then wherever the exciter wire's at, here's the exciter wire for it. So we're gonna hook all that up and then I'll be back. Yeah. Alright, so let's start it. Wow, that started easy. So yeah, there's a 2-episode video of pulling out a 295 and putting a 350 in. For $75 more, he got a still a brand new engine, a reman engine, but you know, 50 some cc's bigger. So, and when you're running these big tires like that, you know, where was it? Oh look, you guys seen this name before, haven't you? Jakes. Where do I feel like I've seen that at before? I don't know. Now for a sneak peek, this is Muffler's new shop. I've been working on it. The lights are in, the 3 phases in. We got to work on the bathroom back there a little bit, but this is what I've been doing besides working 50 hours a week and building saws and doing all this other stuff. This is going to be my saw shop.